take that med kit or no, guys? No? Well, I could drop the... You can't press anything. What does that mean? What are you playing on, my man? What are you playing on? What device are you on, buddy? When you say I can't press anything, can you explain better? I want you to walk me through step by step, like you're telling a story of when you open the game to where you can't log in. I want to know every detail. Paint me a picture. I don't understand what you're saying. I can't help you until I do. So paint me a picture and make me understand. Okay, and I want you to start from scratch. Pretend you're explaining it to a blind person. I see. I should have saved my trap, god damn it. Hello, Daniel. Okay, pass. You fucking see, I'm not the best at building days. There he is. I see his ass. I see you, you little fucker. You will wait for me? You will? Where'd he go, Polly? Ah, there he is. What the fuck? Why'd he just... Shit. There's nobody behind me, huh? Ooh, nice. Thank you for doing that, my man. Bastard. See how slow I am, Polly. I'm out of mats. Okay, I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. Come here. I'm out of mats. I'm fucked. I'm out of mats. Look at him building. Come down and look at that kid. Come here. Are you even the least bit curious as to where I am? Okay, what's on that side? There's nothing on that side. I wish this rocker would freaking move. he hurt me. I'm screwed. And I fell. Okay. Polly, what do I do? I have no mats. None. Zero. He's gonna pop out of here. Fuck. He's waiting for me to run first. Where'd he go? There's no way he's sitting in the damn storm.
Yo.
I can't believe that's how I died.
Yeah,
Okay, let's roll.
Get all them out now, man. Get all them out now. Get them all out
Get
now.
all.
So I was up till like 5 in the morning last night playing.
Are you serious? I didn't realize. I'm sorry, I didn't look, but you're in the tournament too, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
And you're gonna practice with me.
Yeah.
You're that nice.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I share the wealth.
Dude. 14 was in.
Although, I was making a big stink out of the one guy that was qualified because he AFK'd for like 9 hours to get points, and I was pretty peeved off about that.
Okay, wait a minute.
There's a guy that was in the tournament. I don't know. I told the tournament directors about it, but there was a guy that was AFKing for like 9 hours on Tuesday, and he got in, you know, and it.
Who?
I think it was like
Andy?
That Boy Random, I think, or something like that.
Andy from Toy Story?
No, I don't think it was that. The dude's name is That Boy Random, I believe. Not That Boy Accurate.
Hey, wait, I can't hear you, sweetheart. Hold on. Let me turn my... Tell me who it was. That's bullshit.
I don't really want to say the wrong name, but I know... I'm pretty sure it's That Boy Accurate.
That Boy Accurate?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just think that's kind of shady, man. I really think that the...
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because I was sitting at 11th place on Tuesday, and I had to work the polls, so I wasn't able to play for like the whole day, and I was sweating bullets. People were creeping up, you know.
how do you know for sure that he was just sitting there for hours?
Yeah, it was at least 9 hours. There was clips. People were clipping it, and I clipped one of them. Yeah, definitely.
Are you serious?
For sure, I wouldn't lie about it. Yeah, I'm not.
That's what the.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this. We really should practice.
Last night, dude.
Just when the bus kicks you off, pull your parachute, okay?
Okay. Okay, I won't go to Mexico. Okay.
Shit. I'm not really sure how I'm going to play. If I'm going to play like this or I'm going to play more comfortable. But this is going to give you an advantage.
Okay.
It'll definitely, I feel like it'll give you an advantage because we stay here for 40 seconds and we wait for the circle. And then we float into the circle and then we don't have to run ever for the circle. The whole game. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but everybody's going to be established. So as we're flying to the circle, we're looking down and seeing where people are. And we're going to try to pick off 1 or 2 people. Actually, in all reality, there's an AFK guy right down there right now. See him? See that AFK guy?
Wait, where?
Right below me. You could see him because he's AFK. He didn't move. Just move around. You could see him.
Oh, I see.
You see him? I'm going to take that easy kill in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking that kill in the tournament. So, well, it all depends. If the first circle is here on us, see, that might not be worth it then. He's actually floating up, so he disconnected.
Oh, how?
He disconnected. That's what they do. But so now I like to go to a coast area. I'm gonna aim for
How
Snobby.
do you know that he's so big, so if they float up, they disconnect? Oh shit, what's the luck?
Yeah. Usually that's what it means because I do this slow drop a lot, and when you pop out, there's usually always like 5 or 6 people that float straight up, and then you see them just disconnect.
Okay, so while you're moving, you're looking down, right? I'm not up against you, am I, Polly?
The brackets aren't in yet, but I mean it's not a versus thing. It's a you know how it is.
I know, but if I'm using the same strategy as you, because goddamn, this is a good strategy.
I know I shouldn't be telling you, but it's okay. It's only $50. I want to go against like people that are good. You know what I mean?
Polly, that's crazy about what you just told me. Because the thing is, I
You're
worked
also
my ass off to pay in first place. To find out somebody did that for like 9 hours, that's not fair.
I gotcha. I was hoping. See, I told he's involved with That Boy Accurate because he's featured on his page, and I went to That Boy Accurate's page and I was like,
but
no,
it's not accurate.
It's not him. No, it's he's in the same clan with him. That boy, it's That Boy Random. So
he was in my room last night, huh?
He was defending. I mean, I don't have nothing against That Boy Accurate. I didn't see him doing anything wrong, but.
Oh, but the other. That's not fair. It's not
no,
fair.
It's not. I would be real pissed if I was the 17th person and I found out.
In first place.
But, you know, I talked to the tournament directors and they said, you know, if I send them proof that they'll take care of it.
And did you?
Oh, yeah, I sent them the proof. Because you look at his stats, too. Like, I look at your stats and you stream like 40 hours a week. I look at my stats. I'm at like 25. He's at 5 hours a week, and he has nowhere near the followers that I would think that you would need to get consistent hotness. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
So, okay, so am I wrong? I always thought, okay, anybody can be top streamer here as long as they just put the hours in. Literally, yeah. I was not wrong.
I agree with that.
You just sit your ass online, you can be a top streamer. Is that true?
For sure. Because it happened it didn't happen as much as it happened here on Omlet, but I used to stream, I first started streaming Mob Crush, and I put the same amount of hours in there, and I was getting viewers. It's a slow burn, though. It's a trickle until, I guess, you hit a tipping point where maybe people really start to notice, but...
How do you make money doing this, Wally?
I haven't yet. I don't know. Winning these tournaments, if I win one of these, then I'll consider myself semi-pro. So the best part of this strategy also is if you're here alone.
Because I have failed up against these kids too. I'm not shit compared to these kids, man.
Yo, if you want a quick build that you could just spam, where you at? Come here. You want to see how I learned how to build real fast? We should really do this in Playground, but come here. Okay. So when you edit, pre-edit, and this is just, you go into Playground mode and practice this shit, but I don't have a lot of maths here either. But pre-edit a door like that. And a floor, pre-edit a floor like that. So that when you could just hold your build button down and spam that shit, as long as you have the mats, you're never gonna box yourself in there. But I don't have the mats, it's crazy. But you practice that stuff, and that gets you the timing down. You don't gotta feel like...
Can we go into Playground later if you have time, or do you just want to practice solo squad? What are your plans?
No, we can go, but like I said, my daughter just got up from the nap because I'm down here talking. She's not being fussy right now, but my son doesn't come home from school until about like 2:45ish, and so Playground mode would actually be better than this right now. We could do that now if you want. I just might have to.
I can hear your in-game volume more than I can hear your voice. Is there a reason for that? Is there something I can do to fix it?
It might be because my hand is over the mic when I'm playing. Is it better now than it is like now? Is it better?
Yeah, it is.
See, when I rest my palm on the corner of my iPad, it tends to muffle.
Yeah, me too. I don't like that.
I'll try not to. But I was saying, yeah, Playground mode might be better for me coming up here because I could put it down if I had to. So another part of this strategy though is when you're in the first circle and then you landed, and maybe you'll land with one person, maybe you'll get unlucky and land with 4 other people, but you're usually not going to land with like a bunch of people. So you'll at least have a shot, but you want to make sure you get mats right now. Mats, and you don't want to first engage in somebody if you can help it until you get to full. I mean, that's just natural tips, I guess, but always make sure you have 100 heal. 100 shield, especially with. But another thing that I've noticed a couple times now is there's a lot of people on mobile that have that auto aim on. So when I was saying about just like building, like if you see a guy coming up to you, right, and you're in there, and then like you got to reload or you got to switch something, just pull out a wall and just put it there, and maybe try practicing like your.
You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna mess with my head for a sec. Hold on. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to real quick.
Yeah, that's rough. Well, I mean, you should if you're not comfortable with your HUD. When you get the right HUD, it clicks, and you're like, wow, this is so much easier. It's like a magic eye that you couldn't see for hours, and then all of a sudden you see the magic eye, and you're like, holy fuck. It's just...
Oh, your mics are somewhere. Are you fighting?
Yeah, there's somebody. He's up on the daycare roof.
The daycare?
Or whatever it is over there with the... Oh yeah, there he is.
The what? Where?
Hold on. Kind of new.
Probably my HUD right now. I don't see daycare. Oh, I see. You got it?
Yeah. Lorelai, let's live together. Ah.
Oh, she sounds so cute.
She's my little angel. Girl, you're my angel. Jaggy, Mr. Lava Lava. Are you getting shot at now?
Yeah. I
Where?
Up. Right. I just fucked up that. I gotta put my head back. Shit. I thought I messed with it for a sec.
See, look at. Oh, see, I'm screwed because we spent that whole time not moving anywhere, and so I screw myself sometimes. Oh no, Lorelai, Daddy's in trouble.
No, guys, I'm doing I'm practicing for tournament. It doesn't in the title.
There's only 14 people left. See, I worry that strategy's not going to leave me with enough people to kill, but usually at the end you're going to get a shot at least another 2 or 3 people. Potentially, and the risks of dying in this strategy are minimum. What's up, baby cakes? Are you hungry? You want to eat?
Thank you.
You want some num-num?
Num-nums. I don't know. There's one below you, to your right.
I'll eat that. I don't have any kind of health though now, so I gotta watch.
You didn't grab a health kit?
Oh yeah, I do.
To your right,
I
to
always
your
do
right,
that.
to your right, to your right, honey.
To my right? I seen a guy below too.
He's behind that tree somewhere. Right there, right there.
Yeah, there's another one there too. Come on. Dink. See that guy up there too?
Yep. There's 2 up there, isn't there?
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah,
Ooh, 3 of them. 3 of them.
3.
They're coming for me too. They're coming for me.
You're going to get that loot.
No, I don't want that.
Get a loot. I was going to say,
They're trying to T-bone me. What did I drop there?
go look at the events, Mo. It'll tell you. Mo, I hate it when you do that, when you just repeat the same exact thing over and over. Please stop.
Right?
No.
Yo. They don't want to rush me because they're little pussies. Excuse my language.
Thank you. I do.
I'm out of ammo. Fuck.
You're out of ammo?
I mean...
Fuck. GG.
Damn. Let's go on your jumpy jump. Whew. I am sweating though. I am sweating. I am sweating. Okay, do you want to do this or do you want to go into playgrounds quick? And mess with your hub?
Yeah. Let's see for just a minute if you don't mind.
Nope, not at all. I think we got what we need there. Come here, baby cakes. Give me kisses. Say hi.
Hi, girls. Hi, how old is she?
She is 7 months.
He.
After we have a 12 and a 10-year-old, a boy and a girl, we decided to have another one.
See, I have a 14-year-old and a 8-year-old. Mine 14 will be 15 in a couple of months.
Congratulations. There's something else.
Thank you. I know it. Tell me about it.
My little 10-year-old daughter is getting into the point right now where she's like hands up in the air, throwing a fit, screaming out the room every time you tell her something.
How old did you say?
She's 10, and then I have a boy that's 12. And this one right here is 7 months. Oh, baby. Are you hungry? She loves Fortnite though. She loves watching the colors of it.
Does she?
Yeah.
The colors. The colors in there.
Yeah. She said everything but Dada also.
One is what I do when somebody's rushing at me.
Yeah. Whatever you want to. What do you? I'm sorry. What did you say?
It's me. You're talking to me.
Yeah. What did you say? Do I want to see?
Oh,
What?
I said, please show me when somebody's rushing towards me.
Okay. I'm not. I mean, I guess I can. I'm not really sure though. I'm usually the guy that's rushing to the people. That's your best bet, because what you want to make sure is that you see them before they see you, and you keep track of them. That's a pretty big one.
Let's see. I got it. Oh.
But yeah, okay, so like,
wait.
if I was, you should, my progression into what I am, like what I can do today, it all started with these things that got me more confident into building. I just would spam these, honestly. It's so easy to do. You just pre-edit you pre-edit them, and then when somebody fires at you, you just hold it down and do a 180, you know? And then you have at least some cover. You got a little bit of cover, and then you got the added bonus at sneaking in these cubby holes. They're gonna either, now if they have grenades, that sucks.
Hold on. Do I edit that? Okay. So you're just spamming the shit out of this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
hold on, I'm gonna pre-edit my stuff, like you said.
And then from there, I went to walls. Okay, the same thing, like.
But you put your door on the side, right?
Not always. Actually, I haven't had to do that. That's how I got comfortable maybe getting the timing down for the ramp rushes. Okay, so if you, I'm gonna come down here to a flatter area.
Come on. Okay, hold on.
You're just messing me up.
Hey guys, I'm practicing for tonight's tournament. I'm not planning to do this today.
You gotta get that money, you know what I mean? So we could be here streaming with you guys. You gotta get that money. Okay.
Stuff, and then I can't believe the practice things that they have here.
Oh, those things.
Yeah, dude. Crazy, by the way.
Don't touch. You can't touch if you watch, so don't touch. I don't understand it. You don't know what you're doing anyway. Once you get some dubs on your own, then you can play, okay? When you can do the Orange Justice, then you can play Fortnite, okay? Okay? Can you do the Orange Justice yet? No.
Okay, I think I got the hood. Do you want to do a duo squad? Or do you want to show me more stuff?
Oh, that's up to you. I mean, that's all what I don't really know what you need, what kind of tips. As far as, yeah, you don't want to, if you can help it, you don't want to be the guy being in the turtle, but that's what I try to avoid, because that's probably my worst part of the gameplay there. That just...
Oh, I see how...
See that build there? Just that.
I see why you do that. Okay.
Yeah, and then you stay on the one side. I'm
Gotcha,
sorry.
gotcha,
I forgot to say that. I forgot to say that. But yeah, you could just hold in your build button then and go from stair, floor, wall, stair, floor, wall, stair, floor, wall. And you can see then when you need to hit, like how fast you have to be to kind of pull it off. And then you take your edits out. And it'll go a little bit slower, but you'll understand what you need to do anyway. And that's half the battle. Oh yeah? Are you saying Dad Dad? She's saying please like and subscribe. To Slick Chick. I don't want to be, I'm not self-promoing here, I'm just being funny.
No, go for it.
No, I don't need to self-promo. I want people to stop paying attention to me. I'm not comfortable with attention.
Good.
I'm not comfortable with attention, but I want to be a streamer.
I know, how's that gonna work out for you, buddy?
I don't know. I'm going to be like the Gorillas or something, where I'm just an animated...
How come this edit won't stay like that? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Why does that edit not stay like that?
Are you pre-editing it before you even put it down? And then hitting check? You have to hit the check mark.
Is that right? Okay, hold on. Let me see. No, the floor's not working.
The what's not working? The floor?
Another thing Don taught me was this. He said if you can get better at doing... Hold on.
Let me see.
I moved my buttons. I'm not comfortable with this. I need my own buttons back.
I mean, do you want me to tell you how I have my claw HUD set up and how and what?
Yeah.
Because I helped out a guy earlier, and it clicked for him, and like he said, he was just like groveling. He was like, "Oh, dude, thank you so much." I didn't really need to tell him that much before he. And I same way me. Okay, the key, I think for the claw, I do a 5-finger, like 6-finger claw. Is to aim with your pointer finger. Get used to aiming with your pointer finger.
That is what I aim with.
Oh, well then you're all set.
I switch between. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I switch between.
Yeah, you don't want to switch. You want your pointer finger to be just aim. That's
So
all you're
just
doing.
keep my-
I mean, you could pick up stuff with it, which is fine. I pick up my weapons with it.
With your thumb or pointer?
My pointer. I mean, I could use my middle finger to pick up if I needed to, or my thumb also. Depending on where it's at in the screen.
But your iPad's laying on your lap or some shit, right?
Yeah. Why are you holding yours? Yeah, I have mine on my knees right now.
Okay.
And then I find using my ring finger on my right to jump, or even my middle finger to jump, and then my thumb on the bottom to crouch, gives me the best, like, mobility.
See, my floor isn't staying edited. I don't know why. But it's okay. It's not like I'm going to be walking around and doing this thing.
No, that's more just a strategy for playgrounds to get the timing right to ramp rush. If you ever want to start just putting walls real fast on your ramps, I would start by doing that kind of stuff because it lets you full run sprint, up it.
Hey, Scott, I am using your tactic, the roof tactic. I am using that right there.
The what tactic?
Your roof.
Oh, my roof one.